Cowboys Nation and YouTubers, welcome back to another episode of As the League Turns. This is VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Boy, what a bye week! Woo! Man! What? You know, from arrests to Congress getting involved with the Washington football team and all that's going on there. I think Snyder should lose his organization, but that's just my opinion. To people having nothing bad to say about the Cowboys, to them trying to just find anything to talk about us, from coaching, time management, to linebacker play now, to Dak out of his walking boot. I mean, even on a bye week, it seems like something's going on. We're still in control of our own destiny. We're now up 3 games in the division. Even with a Giants win, everybody else is still 2-5. Well, we're 5-1. I mean, good Lord. This division can be ours by Thanksgiving if we keep playing well. Now, Giants, before y'all get all hype, pump your brakes. We already exposed Carolina because they ain't done jack diddly squat since we beat them. They've lost 3 straight after they won 3 straight, and we told the world that they weren't that good to begin with, but nobody wanted to listen to us. Washington, y'all had Green Bay. That was almost a fate sealed with the bad man Aaron Rodgers. He just does what he does. And speaking of that, come on, Jalen Smith. You had a straight-on dead shot at Tyler Heineke and completely blew it. I don't think I saw you for the rest of the game. But they think they can get the best out of Jalen Smith after we already bounced on him. But I don't know. New scenery ain't helping his career right now. Philly, the Raiders, wow. Man. It is what it is. The division as a whole behind us just isn't good right now. And it's generally quarterback play that's killing. Now, wasn't it a couple years ago where everybody was hyped about this division, where the quarterbacks could go? Daniel Jones, he could be something, maybe. Carson Wentz, he's better than Dak. You know, that lie. To Jalen Hurts could be something. Nope. From Dwayne Haskins, we knew wasn't going to be anything. Alex Smith is your best option in Washington, but they're not going to give him a shot anymore. Kyle Allen, they have no confidence in. Then you got Fitzmagic, and he blew himself out in the first week. To Tyler Heineke. I thought he was going to develop better, but I don't think Washington is a place for quarterbacks to develop. You got a defensive-minded only coach, and look at their draft picks. All first-round picks are going to the defense. Okay, and your defense still sucks. There's a reason you're picking so high in the draft every year. It's because your offense ain't doing shit. But that's not my team. But Dak's out of his walking boot. Apparently he will not practice today. It was going to be a light walkthrough practice anyway. But they say he's going to rev back up starting Wednesday to get ready for the Halloween night game against Minnesota. It's Kirk Cousins. It's Minnesota. I have us winning regardless. It's been close the last couple times. It's been real funky. From color rush jerseys to our blue jerseys to darn near collapsing in games to getting lucky to it's just a weird funky thing when we play Minnesota for some reason. This time I think we'll be better because this is a team that's gelling together, and if everything goes the way it's planned, we shouldn't lose. The thing I'm worried about most is right now fans. They're at the point where the trade deadline comes around. This is where we start getting stupid. They want to trade for certain people. They want to give up certain people, and it's like, why? Just like getting rid of your head coach. We're 5-1. Why are you trying to get rid of shit that works? That's stupid. Well, we can prove ourselves, make a run at we're already making a good run at the playoffs and Super Bowl. We don't need to have somebody come in, take away a spot from somebody else, and probably be doo-doo when they do it. We've done that too many times in the past. We should just stand pat and do what we do, which is win. So I disagree with doing any kind of random ass trades for the trade deadline. Let everybody else worry about that. We have technically our own players coming back from injured reserve that will help boost this team, so we don't need to worry about getting extra players from other areas to do stuff. Yeah, aside from that, we're doing pretty freaking well for the team being where we are at this time. We're running up on the division. We're behind Green Bay, the Rams, the Bucks, and who else is 5-1? Rams, Bucks, Arizona, and Green Bay in the playoffs. The NFC is right now dominating all rankings and going into the playoffs and the Super Bowl by having teams either undefeated or only one loss. Sorry to say, AFC, this is not looking like your year. Kansas City got blown out. Baltimore got beat up. I mean, this is just some weird juju running around here. Jared Goff had a chance to exercise his demons against his old team, and he botched it. It's what Jared Goff does. That's why we laugh when that whole time Goff and Wentz kept getting compared to Dak, but Dak was the only one who was actually truly winning. They let one game in the playoffs say that Jared Goff was better than Dak. I don't see either one of those guys walking away with actual Super Bowl wins. Now, don't say Carson Wentz got a Super Bowl win, because his ass was on the pine. They were not going to win a Super Bowl with him running the team. And before you say shoulda, woulda, coulda, let's talk facts. They did not win the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz as their quarterback. That was Nick Foles. That's fact. Don't hypothetical Carson Wentz into it, because that's what the talking heads do. You hypothetical shit and then get clickbait. But yeah, it was a crazy around the league. Some teams fell flat on their face, and some teams showed up. It's just the weirdest thing. What else is going on? You have trade rumors starting up again for Deshaun Watson after Carolina benched Sam Darnold. Miami is out there because they don't trust Tua anymore. NFL, any given Sunday, it's topsy-turvy like that. So I'm just happy that we were on a bye and things kind of went our way, at least divisional-wise. Now the true test for Arizona is only going to be against us and I think Green Bay coming up. Other than that, Arizona's kind of got a cakewalk into the playoffs because they play their own divisional opponents, and unless Russell Wilson comes back as Superman and the 49ers find another quarterback, I think they're going to run away with their division easy and go into the playoffs. Green Bay's got the first shot at them as a legit chance to knock them off of their pedestal. After that, there's like nobody between Green Bay and Dallas that's on their schedule that looks like even a bit of competition against Arizona. But again, let's all pump our brakes. Let's see how the season rolls around and wraps up, because we can't crown champs in October, because you know how September was around and everybody was saying all the 3-0 and 4-0 undefeated teams in September were just the shit, and we're gonna go on to just roughshod the league, and then all of them are just falling on their faces now. NFL, go figure. Last thing I wanted to talk about, the fines. I know you've seen it. I know they're pissed about it. But yes, I don't understand why the NFL continues to just keep showing they're biased. And everybody but Cowboy fans can't see it. There's no legit way in this world that the NFL can honestly give fines to like CeeDee Lamb for waving bye-bye, but don't get a fine to the guy who shoved him out of bounds after the play, after the game was over too. So how's our guy get fined? How does Aaron Rodgers not get fined yelling at the fans for literally saying, I own your asses? I think yelling at your fan base or an opposite fan base is a lot worse to the league than another player who should be able to take it. But NFL's biased. There, I said it. The NFL is biased. The referees are biased. I read an article last week somewhere that they literally said with Zeke and Randy Gregory opening their mouths and bad-mouthing the referees, all it's going to do is make it worse on the Cowboys, because referees are human. Referees have their own bias and their own opinions. So they're going to do whatever they're going to do because they know nobody can stop them. The league isn't going to hold accountability to them. And NFL owners and players can't say a word about them without them getting fined. So it is what it is. Trayvon got a fine for face mask penalty early on in the Patriots game, which is bullshit because of how many times Dak got hit and nothing happened. And Connor McGovern or Connor Williams, one of them got a penalty too, or penalized for unsportsmanlike fine. But that's all right. Keep fining because we're going to keep winning. That's all that matters. But that's all I really wanted to get into. A nice little roundup of what happened during the bye week real quick, what happened on Sunday, how I feel about some of the stuff, and that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. This is VA Dallas Cowboy Fan, out.